Welcome to my channel. Today guys, I'm going to show you how to trade the boom and crash market. Okay, I know many of us actually don't know how to trade the market um without indicators, because most people they only care about scalping and just catching spike. Like that's what they care about. They don't really care about trading the market like a day-to-day trading. Okay, like a kind of a swing trade that you trade and hold the market for a long time. This kind of trading actually increase your account size, because if you actually want to make cool cash, like you actually want to make more money, I think you should learn how to trade the day-to-day trading. Okay, it's not just about scalping every time and just catching spikes. You need to understand the market and how you can actually trade the market. Okay, so I'm going to do a little analysis for you guys here on Boom 500, so you guys can know how you can really trade the market when it's time for you to actually open your positions to sell or to buy. But we are actually doing this analysis on Boom 500, so that means we're actually going to buy. Okay, because it's a buy market. It's Boom 500, so it spikes, so you actually have to buy if you want to make some money. So first of all, the thing you need to understand when you open your charts is you want to see the market structure. Okay, you want to see the market structure, what we call price action. You want to know which direction the market is headed. Is it a downtrend or an uptrend? So let's say for instance you're on crash, okay, and you want to trade the crash market, whether it's uptrend or downtrend. So what you trade depends on the market structure. Okay, not like you just open a chart and say I want to buy. For example, you open Boom 1000 and say I want to buy. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to first of all check the trend, and if you see that the trend is an uptrend, okay, that's when you know that okay, you're actually going to look for a buying opportunity. But if you check the trend is a downtrend, that means you're actually looking for a selling opportunity. So from what we have here, you can agree with me that this is an uptrend. Okay, this is an uptrend. As you can see, the candles are just moving up, giving you series of the higher highs. As you can see, giving you a series of higher highs, which tells you that the current high is higher than the previous high. So it continues like that. So even if you want to use, that's why it's very important to know how to draw a trend line. Okay, it's very important as a trader. Okay, whether you are a day-to-day trader, whether you like scalping, and any kind of trader you are, you need to understand how to use the trend line, because it helps a lot. It helps tells you the direction of the market, if the market is actually an uptrend market. Because if I'm to bring my trend line here, okay, as you can see now, this is it. As you can see, the trend line actually pointing up, which tells you that the market is actually on uptrend. So when you find a structure like this, what are you looking for? You are looking for a buying opportunity. Okay, so now just because the market is on uptrend doesn't mean that you just have to get inside and start buying. You have to wait for the right time. Okay, that's why you anytime you open your structure, the market structure, and you want to buy or you want to sell, you always have to pick your place of interest, where you actually waiting for the market to hit that particular spot for you to start buying or start selling. So after you might have drawn your trend line like this, okay, so now you notice an uptrend. So the next thing you want to do now is want to buy. Okay, so when do you buy? Okay, let's zoom out a little bit. Okay, from the structure now you will see that the the market actually follows the trend line. Okay, that's one of the things that help you understand how the market actually works. As you can see, the market is actually following this trend line you're seeing here. So that tells you that each time the market gets down to this position, it there's a form, there's a kind of a retest that will push the market up to a certain level, maybe to a resistance level, and when it gets to that resistance level, it actually pull down back. But when it keeps coming down, it keeps returning. When once it gets to this trend line, it respect the trend line. Okay, so that's most time this is what we call a fake out. So when you see stops like this, it's called a fake out. Okay, the market actually respect the trend line, but most times, you know how the market is, it can actually break the trend line a little bit. That's why we have what we call support and resistance. Okay, that's why we have support and resistance. So you can actually know that this particular place here, this particular spot here, seeing here, is a very strong zone. Okay, because you can find a lot of candlesticks, retracing at this point. The moment they get to this point, they keep bouncing back. The moment they get to this point, they keep bouncing back. So this is a support zone, that is a very strong zone, that if at all you were expecting to buy the market at this point, this is where you should be expecting to start buying. You wait for the market to get to this point, then you can initiate your trade, because you are sure that the market will have a reversal when it gets to the support level. So I was just trying to tell you why this this line is not actually following the trend line. Okay, because it's called a fake out. Okay, a fake out means like it just bypass the trend line, and it will actually get back to the main line. Okay, so now you see that the market keep following this trend line. The moment it gets to this point, it goes back up, comes down here, and it goes back up again. So now you see that this is an uptrend. Okay, so you want to buy. So where do you buy? Okay, so now if I'm to buy this market, what I would do is, that's why it's very important to have patience in forex. Okay, it's very important that you are patient when you are trading. If not, you end up losing money, because you either make a wrong trade. Okay, sometimes the market is actually a buying trade. Okay, like it will actually buy, but this what we call sniper entry. Okay, sometimes you make the wrong entry. That's why most times you enter the market, you start buying, and at the end of the day, when it touches your stop loss, that's when it started buying again, and you'll be like, oh, why didn't I wait? That's because you entered the trade at a very wrong time. So you always have to wait for the right time for you to make the trade. And if the trade doesn't go your way, you won't have to lose much money. Because if you try to buy at this point, if you're trying to buy at this point, okay, you just say, okay, this is an uptrend, let me start buying. And for example, you start buying here. Where would you keep your stop loss? Your stop loss will be here. Okay, this is where you keep your stop loss, because this is where we have a very strong zone here, like our support level, and which you intend the market will actually get to that level first before it can actually reverse. So now, keeping your stop loss here and you're entering a market at this point is very bad, because you know why? If the market doesn't actually go your way and it gets to your stop loss and kicked you out of the market, you see that you have to lose a whole lot of money. Okay, you have to lose a whole lot of money. So what you actually do now is you wait. You have to be patient. Sometimes the market can start buying at this point, but if it buys at that point, you can actually like, oh well, no problem. Now you wait for another time. So now you draw your line where you have your resistance and your stop and your support level. So this is another support level here. Okay, but it's not as strong as this first one here. Okay, so now what are we waiting for? Now we are waiting for this price here. Okay, we are waiting for this price. We are waiting for the market to get to this trend line, because from the back view here, you can see that the market has been respecting this very trend line. The moment it comes down to the trend line, there's a reversal, it goes back up. So what are we waiting for? God, what's the problem here? Okay, as you can see, whenever the market gets to the trend line, it respects the trend line, and there's a pull back, and the market goes all the way up again to a certain point. And whenever it goes up, what are you observing here? You observe that whenever the market comes down here and goes up, it actually passes the previous high. Okay, gets down again, come up, passes the previous one to here, came down again, goes up, and still ended up at the first point. So what you are expecting the market now to do is, you are expecting I'm trying to zoom in so you guys can see properly. So now, sorry, my screen is small, so I have to adjust all this so I can see them. Okay, so now you see the market is still pulling down. Okay, market is still pulling down, and where is it headed? It's coming to have a retest on this trend line. So now what you are going to do is, you are going to wait for the market to get to this point. Okay, because this is where you are targeting the market to have a reversal. The moment it gets to this point, you are actually going to initiate your buy trade, because we are expecting the market to have a reversal at this point. Okay, so now you place this is a support zone, here. As you can see, we had some candlesticks actually having a reversal at this very point. See that this came here and had a reversal, came here, had a reversal. The same happens here. So now we are actually expecting a reversal at this point, and this also where we are expecting the market to respect our trend line. So now we are expecting the market to get down to this point. So when the market get down to this point, what you do is, you don't just initiate the trade immediately. You have to wait for a candlestick sign. That's why you have to understand candlesticks too. So you have to wait for a candlestick sign. When the market gets to this point, which we are 80% sure that it will actually have a reversal at this point. Okay, even if it breaks this point, that's why we have support and resistance. You also drop a line here. Okay, you also drop a line here, which is a support zone. So now you are expecting the market to have a reversal at this trend line, but most times we have what we call a fake out, like what I show you guys all the time. So if there happen to be a fake out at this point, that will actually not respect the trend line, and supply that fake out. So we are expecting it to have another reversal at this point. Okay, so that is why you don't just rush and make a buy trade when it gets to this point. Okay, you have to wait to understand the candles. Okay, but once you see the market gets to this place, which is where which is where you call your how do I put it, where you are expecting the market to start buying. Okay, it's where you're expecting the market to start buying. That's your endpoint where you want to start buying. So you don't just start buying when it gets there. You have to wait. When the market gets to that point, you see the next candlestick that will actually popping up. If it's going to be a bullish candlestick, or it's still going to break under the trend line and actually give you a fake out to this other support level. So once the market gets to this point, because that's where we are expecting to have our buy trade, we are expecting our buy trade from this position here. Okay, so when it gets to this point, we wait to see the next candlestick that will be coming out. So if the next candlestick start coming out and it's still a bearish candlestick that will bypass this trend line, we will still wait for it to take us to this other support level. But since this is an uptrend, and you see that this market has actually been following this trend line, so we are sure that even if it break this trend line, it will not break this support. Okay, so we are actually going to wait. If we break this, and we still wait for it to come down, if you still break this, then you just forget about the trade. Okay, we don't have to trade everything. So far it's not going the way you planned it, because most of the time the market can be crazy and be funny. So you might see the market that this is how it's going to happen, but most time it doesn't go that way. But the best thing for you to do is, you have to wait first. Don't just rush in and start buying. You have to wait for the candlestick to come to this trend line, which we are expecting a reversal to happen here. It actually have to respect the trend line. If it doesn't respect the trend line, you wait for it to get to this support zone. So, but by means that it gets to this by any means that it gets to this trend line, and it respected just as you expected, and you see that the next candle that started coming out, because most times you have to switch the time frame, but the time frame you use to analyze this market will actually have to be an higher time frame. I like using a 1 hour time frame and maybe a 4 hour time frame. So you use one of those 1 hour and 4 hour to analyze your market. You have to use a higher time frame to analyze the market. So when this candlestick now comes down to this position, you can now switch to maybe a 30 minutes time frame to see what candlestick is coming out after the moment it got to this position. Okay, so the next candlestick that is coming out will be what will determine if you are going to buy this trade or not. Okay, but at this point, even if it breaks this, I won't advise it to sell, because this is an uptrend. It's still gonna buy. So even if it's selling, it's not gonna sell for a long time. It will actually get to one of these support zone and start buying again. So now what you do is you wait for it to get to this trend line, which we are expecting a reversal at that point. So if it gets to this trend line and there's a reversal just like we thought, okay, and you see that the next candlestick that is coming out is actually a bullish candlestick, you can actually initiate your buy trade from there. And when you initiate your buy trade from there, you make this support level your SL, your stop loss. So if at all the market started buying, and obviously and there's another reversal that you have to start going down again, so and it comes to your stop loss and kicks you out of the market, you notice that you won't have to lose as much money that you would have lost if you started buying at this point and it still came down and kicked you out of the market. So that's what most times most traders do not understand. They just come in and say, oh, it's an option, let me start buying. But you don't consider your stop loss, you don't consider the risks and everything. That's why you are to apply risk management in your trade is very, very good. And also to have a good understanding of where it's good for you to initiate a trade so that you can have a better stop loss. So now, as you can see, it's still selling. So if I thought you would have entered the market at this point and you start buying, you would have noticed that you will be losing a whole lot of money by this time. Before it got to where you're supposed to have your stop loss, you're losing a whole lot of money. So you have to be patient. You wait for the candlesticks to drop to this point, which we are actually expecting a reversal, and which we are very sure there will be a reversal at this point. But the video is going to take a long time if I say let me wait till it gets to this point so I can actually show you guys how it works. So I won't have to wait for that time. I'm just going to tell you how it's actually going to work. So if it gets to this point that you're supposed to have a reversal here, and which we are 80% sure that there will be a reversal, but if it doesn't and still gives us that fake out, actually we will have another reversal at this support zone. Okay, so you wait. If it breaks this place and comes down here, this is where we are expecting to have another reversal and start buying. But we are 80% sure that there will be a reversal at this trend line. Okay, it will respect this trend line. So if it happens that they respect this trend line, the moment the candlestick drops to this trend line, you wait. Okay, we can switch to a 30-minute time frame to see what candlestick is coming out like next. And you see that if it's a bullish candlestick that is coming out next, you can initiate your trade and you drop your stop loss at this support zone here. Okay, that is how you trade wisely, so that you don't just throw away your money and you don't just trade unnecessarily and just trade for fun. Trading is not for fun. You have to understand how it works so that you can actually make money. If not, you'll be losing money and blowing your account up and down. So guys, that's how it works, guys. That's how it works. It's very easy for you to make money on this market, but most times we don't want to follow the right strategy. We don't want to learn. We just want to start making money fast just because we think it's easy to just make money on forex. No, you have to. Even the best traders lose money. So that's why it's very, very technical. You need to understand how this thing works. You need to understand price action. I always like preaching this every time. You need to understand price action is very, very important in forex. You need to understand how the market works. You need to understand how to draw your trend line. You need to understand where to keep your stop loss. To understand where you place your support and resistance. These things are very, very necessary if you want to trade and you want to win more trades. So it's very, very important for you to learn these, guys. So guys, if you want to talk to me or ask questions, just check on the description page. You see a link to my WhatsApp number, and you can chat me up directly on WhatsApp and ask me whatever question you want to ask me. Okay, if you want to join our VIP, we have a VIP group on Telegram that we drop signals every day, 4 to 5 signals. and we give you profitable signals, okay, that will make you make money for yourself. Okay, just check on the description page, you'll see a link to my free Telegram group where we drop free signals as well. So just join my free Telegram group and check out the analysis, because we drop chart analysis, we drop free signals, and we also encourage you guys every day on the forex market. So guys, don't forget to like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Very important, subscribe to the channel and turn on your notification to always get new videos whenever I post a new video online. So guys, let's do this. Hit me up if you need an account manager, someone to manage your account. Maybe you are busy, you don't have time to trade, or you've been trading, you've been losing money, you need someone to manage your accounts for you. Just chat me up, guys. Check on the description page, you'll see a link to my WhatsApp number. Just chat me up, guys. I'll manage your account and we will make money together. And also, we have a mentorship program going on. If you want to learn forex, you've been trying, and maybe you've been just doing trial by error, and you need a good teacher to teach you to understand the market perfectly, hit me up. Let's talk business, guys. Let's talk business so we can make money together on this forex. So guys, thanks for watching the video. Please don't forget to share the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also drop some sweet comment, guys. Thanks for watching. See you some other time, guys. Bye.